1, 2, 3.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Fuck, dude.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Fuck.
Jesus.
That was the best lap dance I've ever
I
had.
could have went right through here, but I wanted to be a dick.
Really? I almost nutted there.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody, welcome. This is Proper Goons Podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome. I'm Daniel. This is Nathan. What do we got going on today? I know we start with shots.
Some interesting shit, my friend.
Is it
some interesting shit?
Mount Gay?
No gay.
No Mount Gay today?
No Mount Gay.
What are we doing today?
Today, we are doing The Grandfather. El Padrino in Spanish.
Oh my gosh, this thing is the size of Nathan's head.
Tequila.
Oh my gosh. So this is a yellow tequila.
They actually call that reposado. They don't say what color it is.
Reposado.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Blanco is clear, Reposado's in the middle, and then Anejo.
Anejo.
I love Anejo.
Ooh, Anejo.
Anejo
Shout out
is
to Jefe.
usually way too expensive.
All right. Pour that shit. Really, everybody, this thing, if you guys can't see, is the size of Nathan's head. Yes, that's good. Keep it at, yeah. This is a double shot. I'm excited for today's episode.
Yeah, we're keeping it interesting tonight, folks. We got a couple of surprises.
I'm taking the one that has just a slight bit more, if you're fine with that.
That's all right.
Okay.
I got the bottle on my side.
That's a nice little spot for that, I gotta tell you. All right, well, cheers, buddy. Oh, fuck. Is this where we say something?
Hey! Guess what else? I got another surprise for you. Actual limes.
Yes, you made me such a happy person right now. Are these organic, though?
That silence was meant, folks. I'm sorry.
We'll do with that. It's fine. Come on.
I don't shop at Sprouts every day, okay?
Cheers, buddy. Wow.
And it's over.
I don't even need that lime. You right there? That's so good. I could drink that. Ooh, shivers are coming. Oh, his nipples are popping,
For the
everybody.
people on the video, check out that.
That's so good. I'm going to put that on that right side. So, anyways, is this an aged tequila?
I don't know. The back thing was wrinkled, so I ripped it off.
Gotcha.
And now I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I'm just curious because I had one that was
But on
aged
the
in a
front-
whiskey barrel, and it was an anejo. It was made by Patron. It was the most expensive shot I think I've ever drank.
It was made in Mexico, I can tell you that.
And shout out to Jefe Lifestyle for that. If no one caught that earlier, that was probably the second best shot of tequila I've ever had in my life. No offense.
Wow. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised.
This is very good.
Because I've never had it, but the name
it's a
was
lot
like,
smoother. Like the Patron Anejo that I had that shot of, you can't take a shot of that. You don't take a shot of that.
Patron is one of the most overrated tequilas on planet Earth. I said it.
But this
I will
was
retract
like
that statement if you ever want to sponsor us, and I'll drink it every night. I will completely sell out. But until then, it sucks.
It does not suck.
I shouldn't say it sucks.
It does
but
not suck.
It's very overrated.
I don't think it's overrated either. It's a good general tequila that is very popular.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, you have to drink that anejo like a whiskey. It is not something you just take shots of. You like legit have your cup and you sip on it. You're getting shivers there.
All right.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm setting that down for now. Anyways, let's get rid of this too. Just set it on there. That's fine. Enough stalling. Okay.
All right, let's jump right into it. So you haven't eaten.
I have not eaten, and that is not a good choice for what I think we're dealing with today. But
Anybody who follows us on Instagram.
Don't do that yet. Let's talk about something real quick.
All right.
was standing outside of a building walking out of the exit, and does this ever happen to you? It bothers me a lot. So I'll just literally just walk out of a Starbucks, and 5 feet from the door, the only entrance and exit, there's someone smoking right there, right? And I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke. I don't like the smell of smoke. It's not something that I'm looking forward to smelling. It smells disgusting. And I walk out, and I'm just getting this entire cloud I walk into of smoke, right? And not only is it affecting me, but this tobacco that everyone's dealing with fucking kills hella people.
Yeah.
Did you... Go ahead.
Tobacco is really bad for you.
But
I use it. I use it. But if I don't smoke cigarettes.
Did you know that you have to be 21 now to buy cigarettes in California?
That's a pretty cool rule.
That is a very good rule.
I'm glad they did that.
And the prices are going up like a huge percent, like 15%.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
Per pack. It's ridiculous. And people will do it anyways. I mean, everyone knows that it's harmful to you. They proved that in like the 50s. Like it causes cancer and disease and a bunch of other things that, health issues.
I sometimes dip irregularly, like every once in a while I'll throw a dip in. But my buddy Mike, anytime he sees me doing it, he'll like Google like a picture of someone fucking getting their face sawed off or something due to chewing tobacco.
Oh, so he's completely against it.
Oh yeah,
dude, it
and
fucks
I'm just
up.
like for some reason it's so addicting that you don't
put it
care.
on the back of your mind. Yeah, nicotine is one of the most addictive drugs you could take. But talking about chew, I've never had chew in my life. I have friends that have done it, just like probably Mike sees you and his friends doing it. It's gross to me, man.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of different kinds. Like, for example, I like pouches because then you don't get a big fucking mess in your teeth, and you could quickly, like, you got your lady coming up, you're just like, and the pouch is gone.
Yeah.
It's over.
Damn.
And then it goes up from there to things like whole leaf, Redman, which we talked about a while back.
I heard you mention this.
And and this is, I would say that this is at the tip top. Like this and like Levi Garrett are I don't regularly chew this kind of shit.
You're speaking another language to me. So what is different from this and like the stuff in the patches?
Okay, so
or the pouches or whatever.
The pouches, you could even stomach it. You can gut it.
So you swallow your spit.
It.
You don't got your little
no, every once in a while, like if I'm physically working, you get more saliva, so you're like, oh man, this is getting messy in here.
Oh shit.
It's getting soupy. So then you'll spit.
Yeah.
But like if I'm just sitting on the couch, I'm not gonna spit.
That sounds gross to me.
Yeah, it's awful.
Does that make you feel bad at all?
Or
you just get used to it, or it's just so mild?
Like if I did gut it when I was working, if I gutted one of those big loogies in my mouth, yeah, I'd get sick. I'd feel gross.
So chewing tobacco is called smokeless tobacco.
Yes.
So that just means because you're chewing it, it's nothing.
And I like how
lit on fire.
I don't know when they did it, but they did it a while back now, where it actually says that it is addictive. It doesn't say that it can be addictive.
This one, it says right here, warning, on the bottom.
Yeah,
completely
they've been putting
clear.
that on everything.
Smokeless tobacco
for a while now.
is addictive. This is crazy, man. This makes me nervous, bro.
So this is like Big League Chew, like the gum, but
throwing it
serious
back.
shit.
I remember, dude. It comes in a little bag like this too.
So all these dudes that actually do this every day, they're just laughing at us because we're about to become pussified.
I've never even had those weak sauce pouches that you're talking about. I've never had any of this before.
Well,
I said wait
I'm about to turn you off forever.
All right. So challenge accepted. Let's go for it.
Because I still owe you for the holodits.
So teach me what I need to do here. Let's figure it out.
All right. So getting you a cup here. You're
Red
going to
Solo
spin that.
cup. You fill me up.
Let's
have a party.
Okay, this is important.
Let's have a party.
Sing your shitty ass country song.
Okay.
Try really hard to not let any of it go down your throat. Because, just in case, I got a bucket right here. I got a bucket.
That makes me, dude. You're making like just you explaining that is making my stomach turn. Like I'm already nervous.
I know. I am too.
I didn't get a chance to eat much at all today.
Yeah,
that makes me even more nervous.
My stomach has been turning since I bought this tonight.
Oh my gosh, the package is intimidating, bro. You got this Native American on the front that looks like a fucking beast.
I like how you ethnically corrected that. That was good. Good job.
I'm on point nowadays.
Yeah,
you know.
Racist bastard.
All right, so I got my cup. This is for spitting, of course.
And this is for more than spitting.
This is for, okay.
This is for wrecking.
I don't need to talk about that yet. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's continue. So
you're gonna take a little bit out.
Can I smell that?
Yeah.
Here. That's a.
It actually
do you like
smells
the smell
good.
of it?
It actually smells
really good. Is
really
this flavored at all?
No.
Okay, it almost smells like
It smells
It smells weird. It's hard to describe. Like almost like paper, like cardboard mixed with like Cheerios.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it has like almost like a honey smell to it, and then a little bit of like coffee grounds. But if you like really watered all the coffee smell out, and it just smelled kind of dirt-like.
Talking about coffee, it literally when you make coffee, you pour your powder in the coffee machine.
That's
afterwards. Right. This just looks like fat chunks.
Yeah, it looks like what you pull out of your fucking filters.
Cooked coffee. So these are huge pieces. These are legit leaves.
Oh,
like
yeah.
When you said whole leaf.
Whole
so
leaf. Keyword
the
whole.
legit leaf. So this is pretty much picked tobacco leaves flavored.
Yep.
Boom.
Not
dry.
Even flavored.
They dry it, right?
They dry it, yes.
Okay. That's scary. Oh, okay. All right. What's next? What do we do?
May take a little bit.
Oh, I'm so freaking nervous.
Well, we'll just.
How much are you taking out? Because people say like a pinch. Whoa. You got like a $50 worth.
I'm gonna kind of smash it together.
Can I get like a nickel or a dime? A dime piece?
Then you.
How much does this cost?
Oh, it's like $7.
So before you put it in your mouth, can you show me where? Oh, just throw it in your mouth. Good job. Where? So you just put it between teeth and lip.
Yep.
And you use your
and gum right there.
So you use your tongue to push it down. Okay. You got a lot. I'm not gonna do as much as you did.
That's fine.
Okay. So. Is that cool there? That's a pinch, right? That's a lot more than I'd want to do.
Now get a little wet. Now you can either you can hawk a loogie, kind of get a little salivate. Yeah, get it kind of going in there, and then wet it once it's in there. Or you can just kind of.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's put a little bit of the beer. Okay. So I pinch it up.
You're shaking, dude.
I'm fucking nervous, dude. I've never done this in my life. I've always avoided this because it just grossed me out. So how often do you spit? It gathers in your mouth, and then you just spit?
You'll know when you got spit.
Okay. So I ball it up. It's all balled up. It's hard for you guys to see on camera even.
You can do it with your tongue, but it starts to sting a little bit.
But I'm trying to keep the pieces together because I don't want them floating around in my mouth. Okay, so I got it balled up.
Yep.
Now I just pop it.
Just pull your lip
You kind
out.
of have it on the side. Is that a technique?
That's just where I do it.
Okay, I pull the lip. Everyone know, pull my lip.
Now, yeah.
Right there?
Yep, put it in there.
Close?
There you go. Yeah.
And then what do I do?
You just fucking sit here now. Now, that's for vomiting. And if I feel like vomiting, I gotta pick up that thing. Because of your green face, I'm gonna be a little upset if I already smell tobacco.
So, the rule is to not swallow at all.
Don't
anything.
Yeah,
even if
you can, make sure you have nothing, no juice.
So spit before I drink my beer?
When you drink.
Oh my gosh. Okay, do I move it around at all to get it rolling, or just spit does it?
Just get a little loogie in there.
I got it.
Start wetting that thing. Push your tongue on it.
It's like dry. Oh, I almost swallowed. I'm not. This is gonna be the most difficult part for me not to swallow.
You can swallow. But I got no juice right now. There's nothing in there, so there's nothing for me to swallow.
Okay.
It's not like you're chewing on fucking fiberglass right now. It's not like you're gonna die.
I'm not worried about dying. I'm just trying not to swallow it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I have it in my bundle. I got a bunch of saliva surrounding it.
Yep.
I have a little bit of spit ready.
Mm-hmm.
I just spit.
Yeah.
I'll let everyone hear this one.
Yeah. Just get a little.
How American did that sound? I feel like I watched Rudy just now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm so American. I just ride go-karts and drink beer, slap my wife. This is how I do things.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I kind of like it, though. It feels like super chill.
So, yeah.
I feel like I do this while I'm fishing.
We got about 10 minutes or so, and all of a sudden you're going to be like, whoa, yeah.
I feel tingly on my feet already. Is that just because the stool is uncomfortable?
It might be because you're nervous as fuck.
I'm so nervous right now. Okay, it's gathering up.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to do the spit, drink the beer. You ready? I'm trying to level up right now.
Yeah. I'm
ready
with
for
you.
this? All right, spit. Everything is clear. Drink the beer.
There's so many people out there just laughing at us right now. Like,
Yeah, but everybody,
Janus.
remember your first time. Come on, people threw up. We'll see how I feel in 10 minutes, but so far I don't mind it. I'm scared to say that right now, just because you never know where this is gonna go.
You're a big dude though. You might just I might be the one hawking in there.
I really hope it's not me. That's as much as I'm gonna say. I'm keeping it in there pretty good. I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta adjust with the tongue. Good thing I'm really good at.
All right, moving on.
Okay, so let's just pack this up, and we'll try to talk our way through. See how things go.
So, trying to sell my truck. My truck.
Why?
My Tacoma.
Oh, okay.
168,000 miles on it.
Toyota though, bro.
Yeah.
That'll go twice as long.
Yeah. Its life is almost halfway.
Yeah.
So went on Craigslist, and it's really hard to find a good cost. I went on Blue Book, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm not gonna discuss figures on here, but I'm kind of nervous to sell it because I don't think I'm gonna get what I think I should get out of it.
Okay. How quickly do you need to sell it?
Not.
Okay.
I got all the time in the world.
Then that's the best situation to be in.
But there's fucking thieves out there, man.
But I gotta say, people will hella try to sting you and be hella shady and try to lowball you.
Mm-hmm.
But the good thing is the only people that works on are people that are desperate to sell. I feel like I sound kind of funny with this in my mouth. Do I sound different at all? I'll play it back later when we're done with the recording, and I'll listen. I'm super nervous still. It's weird. Do I look as stupid as I think I feel I look?
Mm-mm.
All right.
But I can't see your face.
So anyways, you have time to sell, so those low ballers will all get by, and eventually you're going to have a couple real offers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then you should be good. Look, I just swallowed the fuck out of that. Oh, no. I told you, it's going to be hard for me not to swallow. I mean...
You do love to swallow.
I swallow everything. Don't be gross, bro. I barely got any spit in here. Where are you at? Okay. We're okay. We're pretty even. I got pieces flying in my mouth now.
You gotta keep that shit under control.
Check
yourself before you wreck yourself.
You got... Oh, shit. I just swallowed again. It's very funny. Let me ask. I know we were talking about Craigslist, but the first time... I was talking about Craigslist because you should post it on Craigslist. Your truck.
Yeah.
And just post it.
I'm doing it.
Shit, this is hard to do, man. When you post on Craigslist, repost it every week and a half, so it stays on top of that chart. Dude, this is getting out of control. Is this normal to use my hand?
I don't know.
Or do I look as stupid as I feel I look now?
Try using your tongue.
I'm really good at using my tongue. Trust me, ladies.
So if it's starting to spread out over here, if it's starting to spread out over here, you got it tucked on one side. You move it to the other. You'll clean it all up. It's like using a
It was
pencil.
like burning a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that what I want?
Working.
Okay. You evil face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm getting there. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to stall this too long. So when you post it on Craigslist, you're going to get a bunch of offers, and then eventually you're going to get a real offer. Just stick to your price.
How many times?
If anything, raise your price by like $1,000 or $1,500. And then when they want you to bargain down, you'll have that $1,500 bargain down. You end up with the price you wanted anyways.
Well, shoot.
Trust me, if you ask my buddies, I'm the heckling king, bro. I barter like no other. I trade. I talk people down prices. I'll go to bazaars and I'll get the price I want.
You know, you have the.
It's because I'm part Romanian and we have gypsies in our blood.
Took the words right out of my mouth, man.
Yeah.
You doing okay over there?
I'm doing great. I'm just trying to focus on not swallowing.
Yeah.
And it's super hard.
Yeah. Don't let it completely distract you, because now you're feeling a little burn, so you're not gonna forget about it. You're not gonna forget about it in there. You're not gonna be like, oh, let me clean up this bubble gum and just swallow that big fucking mound of dirt you got in your mouth.
Yeah, but I'm like trying not to swallow at all. Does not sound like a good conversation. But Craigslist is a shit.
Sometimes.
I bought my snowboard on Craigslist. Hell of a deal. I got such a hella good deal.
Yeah.
I bought my paintball gun set on Craigslist. I bought so many awesome things. Like Craigslist is the shit.
What are those new Nike shoes that are like super comfortable and they're like $180 and like everybody just wants them, and then some dude just recently got fucking slippers that look kind of like them from the side, and then there's like really fat now.
I have
Did
no
you not
idea.
see that?
Nah.
Oh.
On Craigslist?
Mm-hmm.
Selling?
No, he bought them. He was like, ooh, they're only like $65, so he bought them, and he gets them shipped, and he opens it up, and he's like, oh.
There are
Oh,
shady
I see.
people, hella shady people out there. They sell product that they post pictures of that aren't accurate. But there are even worse people out there.
Explain.
Okay. Craigslist listing. You're searching. I want to find a new little toy for my baby boy.
Right.
Anything's on there, right? You're searching. You're looking out search. Okay, a little bit jungle gym from a little remote control car for the kid to sit in, right?
Mm-hmm.
How about a 5-month-old boy?
A child?
A 5-month-old baby boy. Okay.
You gotta be kidding me.
No. These two parents posted their child for sale on Craigslist. I swear. And people started looking at this. This is crazy. Can you believe this? And a undercover cop ended up contacting them through their Craigslist listing, right?
Awesome.
Emailed them, went back and forth. Sorry, buddy. I'm like spitting and talking.
It's all right.
This is hard to do. It really is. But they were emailing back and forth to agree on a price for the boy. Right?
Okay.
The cops didn't really think this was a thing. They thought it was kind of a hoax thing. Like, they set up a meetup date in a spot, and they go and meet up with these two parents. Mom and dad went with the kid to meet up at the spot, and the kid was actually a live boy when they showed up. And the cop is like,
how much was it for?
I'll tell you, the cop was like shocked though when he saw the boy.
Yeah.
And they can't do anything. Even if you post a Craigslist ad for it, they can't really do anything until a transaction or anything's been made. Just like how they do with prostitution, right?
And drugs.
They're like,
and all that,
once money's, I keep hitting your mic, I'm sorry. Once money's involved, like that's when they got you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the cop was thrown out by it really being a boy there. A little baby, 5-month-old. I can't imagine. I have one that's about to turn 10 months. That's disgusting to me. But
it's worth more when they're younger. So I don't know.
All right.
I know you love coyotes.
Take a random guess how much you think they were trying to sell their baby boy for on Craigslist.
A child at 5.
I gotta say, I kind of like this. It's annoying to spit. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
you're feeling good, huh?
I kind of like it. I don't know if I'm feeling good or not, but I'm not minding it, which means I'm probably getting to feel good. You know what I'm saying?
You feel good.
Feeling good.
I'm gonna say $20,000. I'm just trying to think what I'd sell my son for.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
If you're trying to buy another son,
no.
What would you pay?
I don't know, man.
What do you really think?
Did I overhit it? Did I overhit?
You overhit. I paid
5
just for the birth of my daughter. I paid $7,000.
Okay.
Medical bills, everything for my wife, everything, right?
Okay.
We had $3,000. They're gonna get rid of a little human being that they made, an innocent child, for $3,000. A measly $3,000.
Wow. They need that score.
$3,000 for a little human being.
What a deal. I'm
right?
surprised the cop was the first one to make an offer.
That dude should not be meeting up parents and getting kids. He should be a negotiator, bro.
Yeah.
If he got that price that low. Gotta use that tongue. That master tongue of mine. Spit. I got this on point, I think. I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm getting there.
All right, stay on task here. You're losing me here.
Well, I'm doing 2 things at once. I'm trying at least. So then arresting them. They end up arresting them. They have the parents end up going to jail. They have $1,000 bail.
Yeah.
$100,000 bail. So there's no way they could afford that if they're selling their kid for $3,000. Kid's better off. I'm really happy for the kid because to be honest, if this never happened, kid would have been stuck with this family that is so willing to get rid of the kid for $3,000. If they weren't trying to sell that kid, I can't imagine what that life would have been.
What if they couldn't sell the whole kid? What if they...
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I went too far.
But they're in jail. They're serving time. They're never going to get their kid back. Kid's going to go to part of social services and go to a home where someone's actually going to take care of him.
If I was the law, and if they'll make Trump president, so I got a chance.
That's
right?
pretty crazy, yeah. I can't believe that.
Laugh.
No,
let's not talk about this.
No.
So
don't do it.
So, if I was the law, I'd say torture is up to the state. Like how far you could go was up to the state. I think eye for an eye is
I would say these parents
awesome.
would deserve a little bit of that.
Yeah, but how are you gonna sell some piece of shit human beings like that? So, I would say 1,000 paper cuts to death.
The parents?
Paper cuts to death.
We're talking about these baby selling parents.
Baby selling parents. Paper
1,000 paper cuts
to death.
To death.
So
maybe paper cut until they're dead.
Good? Yeah, until they just either bleed out or just give out.
So you think torturing someone for a violent act
is justified?
Okay. That is deep. I think that they deserve a beating. I don't think that we should choose whether or not they should die. That's my point of view.
Choose. You're making me want to spit.
Bro, I have to. This is the only reason I'm saying. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Am I doing this wrong, spitting that often?
No.
Okay.
You're
I
just
feel good, though.
Dehydrate the fuck out of yourself.
I
you
drank.
Need to drink that beer. Bow,
bow. All right. Cheers,
bow,
buddy.
bow, bow.
I'm holding up. Are we 10 minutes in?
I don't know. It's your job to keep track of time and stuff.
I think that we shouldn't have the...
I don't even...
I should have timed it. Dang it. So anyways.
I'm wearing pants today.
I feel like
I'm proud of myself.
Torture should be used to gather information that will save many lives. That's my opinion on that. And it's a really tough moral subject, but I think feel like we, as far as what we know, what the government tells us is allowed, because I imagine they will do more.
For example, Man, I wish I was more factual than this, but I you know what? Hey, negative contact is better than none at all. So I'll let somebody correct me. But the military has stated that they only waterboard people. That's it.
If someone doesn't know what waterboarding is, it's when they put a towel over someone's face while they're laying down. They hold them, they restrain this person, and they consistently pour water over this towel over their face.
So you get the feeling of drowning without ever drowning.
And it's horrific and painful, and it used to be illegal, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I guess I'm all for that. I'm all for a little bit more than that. I gotta say, if it comes to saving thousands of people's lives, if it comes to a terrorist letting us know where a bomb is, I say go far. I watched this movie. I'm talking about
take some wire snips to their fucking fingers.
Check this out. I watched this movie.
Bamboos on their fingernails. Oh, anytime you do that in a movie, I'm like,
it just makes you shiver.
That spot hurt right here. Like for whatever reason.
He's standing up.
Shit like that,
he's standing up.
I feel like tingles in the taint.
He's legit cupping his balls right now. I feel like.
No, I'm behind the balls.
You're poking your taint.
My thumb knuckle is against the bottom part of the sack of my balls.
I feel like this is how you look when you masturbate.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I make an
Stop doing that next to me, please. While I'm trying to spit out
I always
shit.
throw a dip in.
All
right.
Okay, so. I watched this movie recently called Unthinkable with Samuel L. Jackson, because he's in every movie, of course.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much he's the star in it, as well as what's her Trinity from The Matrix. Remember her? She had short hair in The Matrix. She had long hair in this movie. She looked better with long hair. But pretty much she's
in Magneto. Not Memento.
Okay, I'll keep talking. So,
yeah, sorry.
So she's this officer that meets Sam Jackson, and Sam Jackson is a professional intellect gatherer. In other words, he will go certain distances to get information from a bad person to save people's lives. Okay? And this guy, this kind of made me think about this, and it made me question, like, okay, how far do I think a person should go? This guy was chopping the tips of his fingers off with an axe. He was shocking him, not letting him sleep, just having him hang with his hands, not letting him sleep. He's drilling into his mouth, into his teeth. Just drilling. And
how about that scene in...
But let me finish here, though, real quick,
yeah,
before you change it. What I'm getting at is, at the end of the day, you're not sure whether this person is a bad person or not, if he's really a terrorist or not. And you're like, on the back of your mind, is this too far to find out? Is it? And it ended up being that he was a bad guy. And I was thinking, is one life worth, like, protecting one's life as far as the rules of not going that far to find out, to save hundreds of people, to save 10 people? I think that might be worth it. And that's where I'm kind of getting at, is like, that it sucks, and I would never want to be in a situation if I was an innocent man put through that. But if that saves more people, I feel like I'm more for that, if that makes sense. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So what were you getting at? I'm sorry to cut you off.
That scene in Lethal Weapon where they got Mel Brooks tied up in that warehouse. He's fucking chained like this. And that Japanese guy that always seems to be in the torture scenes has that... fuck. We are so unprofessional.
So, for those that are listening...
He has that scene where he...
well, I know you're trying to play it off, but everybody, you turned off the TV.
Yeah.
That thing turned off faster than Nathan's wife when he's trying to get laid. Just saying. So, please stay on topic.
So,
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Look at this beautiful logo that I created.
You did great.
It's nice. Everyone check it out.
It's all framed. Oh wait, no, it's not all framed out.
Lethal Weapon.
Anyways, Lethal Weapon, and they got those It's like.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. You've never seen the fucking movie?
He's putting his fists together right now. Yeah, this is what it is. No, I don't remember. I haven't seen it in a long time.
They got hooked up to a car battery, and he's just like, water's pouring on him, and he just keeps hitting them.
Are you talking about like jumper cables?
Yeah.
Okay, that was really difficult. so electrocuting with jumper cables?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. The worst I've ever gotten electrocuted was at a farm, and I grabbed electrocuted fences that they keep the horses and cows from going across.
That shit's no joke.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever did that? We had a challenge of who could hold it the longest. I wasn't victorious.
I got zapped pretty hard by an outlet one time, surprisingly. I mean, I know those are only like 110 or whatever, but
yeah,
like it was raining. I was in the garage, but the garage roll up was open, and I was little.
Yeah.
And me and my buddy were skateboarding or something, and it started raining too hard, so we came back, and we're like, we wanted to listen to music. So I grabbed the cord, which was wet.
Oh,
and
no.
And I fucking stuck it in that outlet.
Oh.
And I thought he threw like a rock at me or something.
Yeah.
I landed on my butt, and my whole arm hurt, like in here and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the way up to my bicep, just was killing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How long did you feel that afterwards?
A while.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nuts. You know who I'd like to like buy a taser from Amazon, have it shipped to my house, Amazon Prime, the shit. Take that outer box, make sure it works, mm-hmm. And then when I'm driving my car and this fucking asshole biker is riding in the middle of the fucking road.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you're
tase him right in the fucking thigh. I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's that time of year.
You know, please, folks, exercise. More power to you. If you want to spend $2,000 on a bike, you go for it.
That's more than my car's worth right now. Just saying.
Pedal. But if you want to throw some fucking spandex on and start getting in the fucking lanes of the road and then not following the speed precautions and then just being a dick and like not even throwing up your hands, or like if somebody lets you in, you just take it, you don't even wave at them, you're just an asshole, then torture must be brought upon you.
Oh my goodness. So the problem is they don't use hand signals a lot of the time.
Just no, it wasn't even last week. It was on, what's today? Thursday?
Oh shit.
Today's Thursday?
Yeah.
It was on Tuesday. Me and the wife, we took the dog while everyone was in school,
mm-hmm.
and we went to Folsom, right by where she works.
Yeah.
And we went down their little lanes, like around the lake.
Yeah.
And there's hella bikers, So you gotta pay attention to the arrows, and it tells you if you're walking and go on this side, and if you're riding, go on this side.
Yeah.
Well, we're following the rules, and all of a sudden, there's too many bikers going both ways. So we get, like, curbside, which there is no curbside. It's just rock or dirt. And this biker got so fucking close that he almost clipped my wife. And I yelled at him, and he flipped me off. And I was so angry. Because I'm already holding a poop bag, and I got the leash in the other hand, and I was like, how am I supposed to catch up with this fucker? In spandex.
Oh, what a good feeling it is to release that tension with just something as simple as flipping someone off.
Yeah.
I have to do it when I'm driving. Like, even if I'm right or wrong.
There was plenty of room. I mean, this thing's as wide as a street.
All right, let me ask this, because this is pretty famous for these bikers. They'll go, right, left, Yeah, did he even say,
right? No,
did he even go,
there was nothing.
Right, coming in, right.
Yeah, no, there was nothing. Because then I got in the conversation of that, and then my wife's like, what does that even mean? Like, when they say right, I always want to dive right. And I'm like, no, we didn't even get a warning.
They're on your right.
They're on your right. You need to move
left.
To your left.
Yeah.
They're coming from the same direction. That's why you don't see them. And so,
What an asshole, dude. the world doesn't revolve around you just because you're on a bicycle.
So we already discussed it, and we're gonna go down there with some 1/2-inch by 1 foot rebar, and we're just gonna carry as many of those as we can, heavy little fuckers. And then,
1/2 inch. You should just
throw
go
one into some fucking spokes.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Hit the news.
Oh my gosh, dude, that will fuck shit up with a rebar.
Hell yeah.
I've done that with sticks to people. I had this kid when I was
stand over his fucking ear as he's laying face first in the pavement, and I'm be like, right, and I'm gonna step on his fucking ear.
Dude, I've done that to a kid that I didn't know that I hated, that kept riding his bike down the road, because we used to play video games right outside my house when I lived real young at my uncle's house.
You played video games outside.
Hey, bro, we're talking about back in the day. Hey, you're talking shit.
I'm a little confused.
I have my Game Boy Color.
Oh, okay.
Chilling outside.
All right.
The see-through version. You know what I'm talking about? That comes in a
Did you
teal
have, like, the
or purple.
attaching, like, the little magnifying glass thing that would hook on there and has lights on the side?
I didn't need lights because I was outside.
Well, yeah, I know, but...
During the day.
Yeah, you didn't have to turn on the lights, motherfucker. I'm asking you if you had the magnifying glass.
I had that dope thing, yeah. So you could play at night.
Right,
Hell yeah. So, and it was all like coiled, like those old school phone cords.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I had one of those, and it matched the color of my Game Boy. What's up? So we were chilling out playing games, and this asshole, we'd be chilling like right at the end of the lawn, like feet on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And this punk would just cruise on by as fast as he can and like deliberately get as close to our feet as he can just to fuck with us, right?
Fuck that guy.
So the Vasiliu brothers didn't like that very much, and those people around us learned real quickly that you don't fuck with the Vasiliu brothers.
I've met your brothers.
Okay, so
I know this.
Okay, so we got a couple sticks.
This,
wasn't rebar. We wasn't as fancy, but we ripped a couple sticks off a tree in the backyard, and this little fucker cruised by again. Predictable. Obvious, and we fucking spoked that bitch, and we did it front tire. You got to do it front tire, bro.
Yeah.
Because he just went forward and face planted. His bike was all fucked up. He ate shit, and then he like looked at it. What the hell? We were like, what? You got something to say, buddy? All of us just standing up. We're ready to go. My Game Boy's on the lawn now, right? I'm not carrying it. I'm not gonna damage that.
Did you pause it?
Yes.
All right.
Of course.
Yeah, there's 4 AA batteries in there, man. Those are going to go quick.
You don't want to waste that. I'm in the middle of Donkey Kong jumping in the freaking the mines with the mine can.
That one jump.
And this little bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And you know what? Those I'm sorry to get off topic. But those bananas, bro, deliberately, they purposely place them in areas for you to try to get and you die.
Yeah.
But we got to get every banana.
Yeah.
You got to get every banana.
I got to get that one.
Got to get that one.
Jump, and like the little balloon in the top right corner back.
But in other words, kid ate shit, didn't do anything about it because we were up and ready to go, and he never did it again. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how you deal with problems.
Well, he was outnumbered too, poor guy.
Poor guy did it every day.
Maybe he's just, I don't know. I'm playing devil's advocate here, but maybe he's just trying to be safe.
You're so much on my side, and how is he trying to be? He wasn't even wearing a helmet.
I'm just being a dick.
Yeah, you are. Little one.
Yeah.
A big old little dick. A big old little dick. He's trying to measure what a big old little dick is, everybody that's not watching. But yeah, that's my experience with cyclists.
Yeah.
Have you ever ridden a bike and fucked someone over on accident? Cut people off just like you're arguing about?
No. But I got a cruiser. I love my cruiser.
What is your cruiser like? What does it look like? Is it one of those with the fat boy seats?
Yeah, I got big ape hanger handlebars and stuff.
Oh, sick, dude. Expensive?
And it wasn't cheap.
It wasn't $2,000, I hope.
No, it was not.
Good.
I got plenty of things to spend $2,000. I got a house, man.
That never ends,
My
right?
wife would kill me if I spent $2,000 on a bike.
But how much did you try to spend on a longboard that rides itself?
$1,500 back.
And what are those called again?
They're called a boosted board.
A boosted board.
Yeah.
You hella tried to do that.
I know.
What a fail. But now you have what kind of longboard? That shit's crazy. Has anyone ever heard of that? You got it right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Let us know if you could ride these. this thing is, what is it called?
It's called a surf skate. Some surfers in our fair state of California here.
Let me cut you off real quick. I feel kind of like almost dizzy.
Yeah.
Like right on my forehead here.
Yeah, getting a little bit of sweat on your brow.
Is that from the tobacco?
Yes, it is.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Feeling good, huh?
I don't know if I'm feeling good, but I'm feeling something. Like almost like lightheaded almost.
Yeah.
But not like to the point where...
A little state of euphoria.
And what does that? The nicotine?
Yeah.
The nicotine itself is what gives you that high.
Bad for you. Stuff that's bad. This is a surf skate.
Can we see the back of it? So this truck is supposed to be able to turn. You see that, everybody?
Look at that.
These surfers designed this because when there wasn't waves to rip, right? They wanted to. Well, just like the longboard was invented, right? That skateboard was invented because people wanted to do it during off season and just cruise, right?
That is correct.
And this will let you do a full 180, right?
You can do a 360 on it if you're good enough.
That's crazy.
I'm not there yet.
What kind of balance do you need for that? That's ridiculous.
You need pretty good balance.
So do you ride it like a normal skateboard, like a longboard?
No. Because I usually sit like right in front.
Yeah.
I'm hanging 10, so to speak. But you can't do that because that's right where this thing turns.
Yeah.
So you got to have your foot on the tail end of it like you would a regular skateboard.
Yeah.
And then once you get the leans in, you're good.
Yeah.
Like I haven't fallen on it in a while now.
Mm-hmm.
But the first time I rode it, I barely got anywhere.
I can't even ride that. And I take pride in being... Are you done with yours?
No.
You still got it? So is this going to get all in my teeth and stuff?
It could. Yeah,
okay.
I definitely brush your teeth when you get home.
Okay.
Especially before you kiss
I
your
didn't
beautiful
throw up,
wife.
though.
Yeah.
I didn't throw up.
No.
Everyone was being like, oh, you're going to try chewing tobacco sometime? I'm like, nah, I don't want to throw up. Everyone's like, the first time I did, I threw up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
Why don't you just swallow a little bit then?
I already did that plenty of times tonight. Trust me, I got barely anything in this cup. I'm trying to spit as much as I can, but I'm spitting regular spit.
So I'm going. You've been in my house. I got a little incline from the driveway.
Yeah.
So I take it off the driveway. I'm like, I'm not gonna start on a hill. Just fuck that. I'm gonna start on the pavement where it's nice and flat. So I get right in front of my driveway, right after the sidewalk. Mm-hmm. I put my foot on the way front like I would a longboard.
Yeah.
Got my foot on the ground. I do 2 solid pushes.
Yeah.
Because I know that just like anything else with wheels, you gotta have like a little bit of speed behind you so you don't eat shit.
So where exactly is your foot on the board? Because when I ride my longboard, my foot is really heavy 12 o'clock, right in the front, real heavy.
Yeah. I put all my weight regularly like right here.
Everyone, if you're looking, he's talking about even past, right on the nose of the longboard. If you're not watching, it's so, right past the front trucks.
My toes are like almost hanging off. That's where I had it.
Yeah.
And I push, and as soon as my back foot goes on the back of the board, I didn't even have enough time to realize that I was eating shit. And right in front of the neighbor's driveway, I fucking fell right on my face. And it had just finished raining earlier that morning. So like there's still like some puddles and stuff. I fell into like leaves and shit, like, cause the sidewalks here, like they have like the little swoopy slope compared to the ones that just like get cut off, you know? Right into there, right in my socket.
Yeah.
Pow! And I was like, ugh! And I picked it up. I took it back inside, and the wife's sitting there on the couch watching some shitty-ass fucking HBO show.
Oh.
And we don't have to get there. We don't have to get there.
Okay.
But
I'm so upset for you.
She's like, she goes, that was 35 seconds. And I was like, shut up.
Dude.
And so I take my socket out, and I tighten up the trucks as tight as they'll go. I go back out again.
She was probably so happy to see you run in.
Fall right on my face again.
Yes.
Right on my face.
And do you know what's funny? It's deceiving because when you're looking at this, ready to shop for this, you're like, oh, surf skate's dope. And they have somebody that's probably been riding it for like a year and a half before you. And they have
I watched a ton of videos
this
and stuff.
dope
I didn't just
video.
go and fucking just make a big-ass purchase. Like, I studied these.
I was going to
I thought I
buy
had
you
it down.
one of these for your birthday.
I know.
What a fail you made.
Yeah.
You freaking idiot. So why do you buy anything a day or even the week before your birthday?
It was a birthday present to myself.
Yeah, I get that, but you have to tell people because we were putting in a pool together to buy this guy that exact board, which costs a couple $100.
Yeah.
That you ended up just, hey, guess what, Daniel? I'm like, what's up, dude? He's like, I just bought a surf skate. I was heartbroken for you. I'm like, no, can you show me the receipt,
I was
please?
so mad at myself.
Oh, man. It's hilarious. But this dope, they make the dopest video. It looks like it's made by GoPro. It's so sick. And this dude doesn't
Do
even...
they have fucking drones and shit filming them?
This dude doesn't even push. Like, we're talking about putting a foot on the board, on the front of the board or whatever, and
pump.
kicking. They literally just pump like they would surfing. And that's one thing. I go to San Diego a couple times a year, and I surf every time I go there. And I, for some reason, naturally am horrible at surfing. I cannot surf.
See, I love street boards. I have since I was 7 years old, but I cannot surf. Reason why is I won't even try. I fucking hate the ocean. I'll paddleboard in the lake. I'll paddleboard around the lake all fucking day.
Do you swim in the lake?
Yeah, I'll swim in the lake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why won't you go in the water in the ocean? No, seriously.
Because
This is so funny because we're like in the middle of talking. Bing, 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 bing. I wish we had like the tin spitter can that was back in the day. Bing, bing. Does it really make that noise?
I put it way out there too so you could see it travel past the camera and into it.
I would get no distance. I would literally have it all over down my shirt trying to spit.
Yeah.
So anyways, you won't go in the ocean. Why?
Because there's shit down there that you can't see. And even if you can see it,
Sand?
you
Moss?
can't swim nor turn as fast as a shark can.
Nor turn as fast. Oh, sharks.
Sharks, stingray, I don't give a fuck. Shit, if a dolphin swam next to me, I'd fucking shit in the water.
It is scary, really, though. No, I give you that much. On my bachelor party, I was in San Diego, and we went diving. And we went diving with sea otters. Or sea lions. Or whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Sea lion.
Sea lions, okay? Outside of the water, they're kind of cute, funny-looking fuckers.
Yeah.
In the water, when you're deep in that water, in the ocean, these guys have massive teeth, sharp teeth. These guys eat meat, and you know it. And they'll come up, and when I was swimming, I have it on video because I was recording it with my GoPro, and they would legit start heading towards you. It's like a Jaws movie in the water. It's silent. You know, you're underwater. That's just one of the scariest things. That's one of the scariest things because you don't hear anything. Yeah. Right? And this thing's literally, you're looking and it's heading right at you, straight for you. And they're fast. And they're coming at you, and he's like smiling with his big old teeth coming out.
He's just like, hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah, but obviously they're like,
fucking harmless.
They're polite animals, but even knowing that and you're in there and it's coming right at you and it'll go, whoo, and just swim right past your face. And it's like inches from you. And maybe they're figuring out what you're doing or whatever, but I swear to God, I spit out my air that I had in my lungs. I was scared shitless like 16 times. Like, even if it kept happening and nothing happened, I still was scared as shit.
My lady loves going scuba diving and all that. We went to Mexico, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
So you were in Mexico, beautiful water.
Yeah.
You still don't go in it?
She's like, you can see all the way down to the bottom. She goes, there's nothing to be afraid. And I was like, that doesn't mean there's nothing in there.
That's a good point because one time I was in San Diego, my first time surfing in San Diego. And beautiful city.
A whale's vagina.
I'm in the water. I'm trying to surf because I don't surf. I try. Okay? That's how much credit I'm giving myself. And there are helicopters now flying right where we are at. I'm like, that's weird. Maybe it's part of the Marines.
Bad sign.
You know, the Marine base is there, main Marine base. They're always training, doing stuff. I just didn't think anything of it. Then I saw a couple jet skis cruising by, and they were like a patrol.
Yeah.
And then I saw a couple
jet skis.
Yes. And then I saw a couple boats that were like police boats and lifeguard boats, right? And I was like, that's unusual.
Man,
I wonder what happened.
On the fucking shore already.
So we all continue our day, whatever. It is what it is. We keep trying to surf. And these guys are like hanging out right where we are surfing. Like 50 feet behind me kind of thing, right? Mm-hmm. And then we're done for the day. We had a great day at the beach. We go back home to go eat. We have a house. Mm-hmm. We rent a house every time we go. And so we have a full kitchen. We're cooking in our house. And we, you have the TV on in the background, whatever, right? And someone just had the news on. We're just talking, having fun, drinking, cooking. And all of a sudden we notice they have video of exactly where we were on that beach, exactly the same time. And we're like,
that noise.
Then we start paying attention. And we're all looking, and there's like 6 or 7 of us. And we're like watching the news now. And there is a great white shark right where we were. And that's what they were doing. They're trying to, I swear, they're trying to deter it from the people, right? But they don't tell anybody anything. They don't go, all right, get out of the water.
Fucking sheer panic.
Yeah, but at least
renting anything.
At least Panic will get back on the beach, okay? Because that's sure as hell better than me losing my leg, okay? Because
that would have been my first thought. I'm like, there's a fucking jet ski and a lifeguard. I'm out of here.
See, you're smart. See, I was freaked because I'm not a good surfer, like I said earlier. Mm-hmm. So I'm in the water most of the time. I'm eating shit in the water the entire time. So that was just a freaky experience. But that still won't keep me from going back. You know what I mean? I'm talking about my wife going to Hawaii. And it's supposed to be like the clearest water ever. It's supposed to be beautiful and gorgeous.
Are you going to go with her? You're talking about your wife going to Hawaii.
I'm talking to my wife about going to Hawaii.
You're talking to
so
your
we're
wife.
Planning to go to Hawaii.
All right, just use clear sentences, man, so everybody's fucking knows what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure you're the only one that didn't know what I was talking about. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, everyone, don't let that be deterred. Did you have something happen when you were a child where you got freaked out?
No.
Did you watch Jaws when you were really, really, really young?
I hate ketchup, too. I never had a ill experience with ketchup.
Did you have a hot dog just slapping your face lathered in ketchup?
No. I mean, no.
I mean, no. All right, everybody, if you have any crazy experiences surfing with sharks, swimming, let us know. I like this challenge. This whole tobacco thing.
I'm going to finish that bag.
I'm not going to help you.
Not tonight.
This is very difficult to like maintain and deal with. It's very high maintenance.
It is.
I'll stick to tequila and to the beer.
This was really good.
I'm ready for another shot.
Yeah.
You want to end it with a shot?
Yeah, I'm going to spit this thing out, though.
I'm going to spit it out right now. All right, everybody. We lasted almost a full podcast. That shows I didn't throw up. Let me get all this out. Oh, that's so gross looking, dude.
Yeah, you're chewing on a turd. Pretty much.
All right, here's my shot glass, sexy beast. Pour that thing.
Wet my whistle.
So we always have our opinions, but we encourage you guys to be part of the conversation. Give us some feedback. Get in the comments.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
We'll actually read them because we don't get a lot of comments. So please, just don't be afraid to be part of the conversation. And how much was this bottle of tequila that you got?
$50.
$50. Where'd you get it at? Costco?
No.
Dude, Costco is the spot to get.
Costco is cool, but my wife has the only card because I'm not about to scrape just for a second card.
All right.
I don't like to go to the store.
Yeah.
Unless it's strictly for a bottle of tequila, and I know I can't just go into Costco and just nab one of these off the shelf and walk back.
For everyone that doesn't know, you don't need a membership in Costco to buy medicine or to buy, guess what? Alcohol. So you walk up, and the asshole's over at the freaking
I did not
high
know
and
that.
mighty with all his authority, turning people down. Where's your membership card?
some of
Where's your
these.
membership card? Do you know what you do? You be like, yo, I'm here to buy alcohol. I'm walking in. And you
Then
walk
how
in.
come-
What?
No, wait a minute. Time out.
I'm serious. Time out what?
They're delicious Polish dogs.
Oh, and food. And food. You don't need a
And
membership
German.
to buy food.
I'm German, so I layer that shit in sauerkraut. But I've gone there because I work close to one. They won't let me in to get a fucking hot dog.
Because you look like a criminal. I got it. I'm sorry. I have to be straightforward. You look like a criminal.
Do I really?
Yeah, the only time you don't look like a criminal is when you're working at the place you're trying to get into. But slightly you look like loss prevention is probably still watching you, thinking you're probably going to take shit.
I did not know that.
Okay, so you could buy food, you could buy medicine, and you could buy alcohol without a membership. You're welcome, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And so you can go around and get all little tasters too.
Yeah, once you're in, you're in.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, you're in. But you can't buy food because you have to have the membership to buy food, right? Because when you get to the cash register, if you have that bottle of 1942 or this awesome bottle of tequila right here, you put it on the counter, they just override it. That's how they do that. But you have to have a membership to buy food. So they'll
Because
just...
the markup on that shit is probably insane.
Yeah. But... You're welcome. Life hack, you're welcome. And everybody, I just tried to chewing tobacco for the first time. I got to say, from someone that was 100% against it, it's not as bad as I thought.
It was a good experience.
And,
so,
you know,
so ignore everything we said at the beginning of the episode about how bad it is, because who gives a shit if it gives you cancer?
I got to say,
it tastes good.
It does not taste good. It makes you feel good. Big difference. I have to say this, though.
I liked it.
You like the taste of it?
Yeah.
I mean, I like the smokiness of it, right? I got a hint of that, but other than that, not really.
Really?
Nah. Nah, because I'm not trying to swallow it a whole bunch, and I swallowed a bunch of nasty smokeness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But beside the fact, I'm sure you guys had your own experiences with chewing tobacco. Let us know what you guys experienced. Did you guys throw up? Everyone told me I was going to throw up.
I didn't tell my story the first time I did.
What happened the first time you did?
I was doing construction, and this guy I worked with, he was like 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
And that dude would chew Copenhagen long cut every fucking day.
So what is this compared to Copenhagen long cut?
It's like down the tier.
So this is the highest of the highest.
I wouldn't say it's the highest, but it's up there. There's one called like Peach Tree or something. It has a stupid name, but it's some harsh shit.
So long cut, they're smaller shreds than this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Anyways.
So he'd go through 2 cans a day. I don't know where he is now, but I'm sure he's got part of his jaw cut off. But that dude would chew it every day.
Whoa. Part of his jaw cut off?
That can happen, man.
So, I take it back. Don't try it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's brutal, man.
Oh yeah, dude. You've never seen that? Or
That
like
has-
someone that has like almost half a neck?
So that's from chewing tobacco, probably?
Yeah.
So if I see that, that's like chewing tobacco caused that.
Yes.
Is that cancer then?
Usually, yes.
And what, they just cut that shit out?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, when someone has like a little tiny neck.
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
see that all the time.
Yeah.
That's very common.
And you're always like,
yeah, because you're always
Just-
staring. Hey, are you the type to ask people?
fuck yeah.
I always ask
I
people,
wouldn't,
like,
I wouldn't just be like,
I'm not rude.
as somebody's walking by, I wouldn't be like, oh
What the
my
fuck?
god, what happened to your fucking face?
What the fuck happened to your neck?
But like, if I was having an intense conversation with someone, let's say I'm at a party or a gathering.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm having a good intense conversation with somebody, like we are right now. I'd be like, hey, what happened to your face? Like,
Okay,
I would
when you
expect
said,
the same.
well, would you? I feel like you'd be fucking mad at every other person if you're mad at bikers on the road, right?
No.
No? See, I'm the type. I'm a little bit. I ease
dude,
into it.
I'd fucking preach, dude. I'd be like, oh, you think you're fucking cool?
Yeah.
With your fucking tobacco in there? This is what happens, man.
This is what happens. So be one of those like.
You want to be me?
Like that lady in the commercial that's smoking out of the hole.
Oh.
That was crushing, bro.
Yeah.
That's brutal. They need more of those coming around.
Hell yeah.
Straight up. So let me say this.
Yeah.
You're way too blunt. You gotta take it easy when you ask people. Because if I see someone with like no legs or no arm, I'd be like, I'll start with something like, "Hey, did you serve in the military?" And they'd be like, "Oh no, why do you ask?" I'm like, "I'm just curious." Do you get what I'm saying?
That's way worse.
You ease into it. Ease into it. Hey.
No.
Hey.
No, I was like this
do you
from
mind?
birth, motherfucker.
I'd be like, do you mind
I
if
had umbilical cords wrapped around it. Don't you feel like an asshole now? No.
No.
Because when you say, hey, what happened to your legs? You're direct. You're
oh
right
my
to
god.
it.
No.
Come to the point.
But that's a little blunt. And you know what? I see kids do that all the time. So maybe that's the right way to do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I try to ease into it because for some people, it's a sensitive subject, I imagine.
Could be.
Could be. Very much so. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, you're taking the risk by asking someone something like that. Like, you might get into a serious conversation you might not know how to get back out of.
Yeah, I'm taking the food away from you because you keep chewing into the microphone.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I do. And my listeners do too.
And you know what? No, they should be used to it by now.
No, they should not. It's not something they should call you out. They should talk. They should tell you how stupid you sound when you're chewing into the microphone.
I hope they do.
Can you do me a favor?
Huh.
I want to hear what happens at the end of your first time.
Yeah. So Johnny, he'd spit right on the ground, right where we were working. He wouldn't just have like a cup like we were doing politely.
Were you at least
he wouldn't
outside?
Have like a certain area. Sometimes.
Oh shit! So he'd just be like,
"Hey, we're gonna put down a floor or something. You know, who gives a shit?" He'd be like, let's say we're framing a new wall.
Who cares? Like, it's a subfloor. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Throwing his empty can in there, and we'd just throw drywall over it. Fuck it.
I kind of like this guy.
He was a cool ass dude.
He sounds like a cool dude.
He was a cool ass dude.
An asshole, but a cool dude, bro.
Yeah.
So
every once in a while, I'd put my fucking palm or my knee in a pile of fucking chaw spit.
Yeah.
And I'd be pissed. And I'd be like, God damn it, Johnny. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, hey, you should try it. every day, big. You want some, or just like, or he would just like try to hand me the can, like I grab it from him every day, and I'm like, no, dude, I don't want any of that.
So you've been resisting for a little while beforehand, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Until one day, I was finally like, you know what? Fine, I'll do it. But if I don't like it, I want you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And from then on, you're spitting in one spot.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he's like, deal.
Deal.
And so I grab that can, and I angrily take it out, and I'm like this, and he walks me through it. I put it in, and like 15, 20 minutes goes by, and I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I feel a little slug just slide right down my gullet hole.
Oh no.
And immediately that thing just goes, it's like a shot of 151.
Oh.
And just explodes in my chest, followed by projectile vomiting. I'm taking out my lunch, my breakfast, a boot, my dinner from the night before.
Oh, no.
To the point where I can barely breathe. It's coming out of my nose.
How much did you put in your lip?
No. It was my first fucking time.
Is it close to like what you did?
I'll tell you right now.
I thought he coached you through it.
He was rolling on the ground.
Yeah, on the ground he's been
like,
spitting on.
Like hissing. Like the guy wasn't even laughing. He was just crying.
Oh my gosh.
And I vomited until there was nothing left inside my body. And I was like
brutal.
just shaking. How fucking rude. You're calling during a recording, you dickhead. Jesus.
All right. So that.
Anyways.
Hey, I gotta say, I'm glad I didn't deal with that the same way.
But you know what? It was only like a week later, and I was like, and I mean, get a load of that.
Dang.
And then I had
you
it
know
under
what?
control.
I'll admit to it if I try it again. Right now,
Yeah.
I'm kind of more optimistic about it than I was before.
Yeah.
So everyone, I got to say cheers to Nathan. Thank you for being a good coach through that. I really appreciate it. You made my first experience better. Let me slide this over for you.
Let me get one of them.
All right. Cheers, buddy. I appreciate it.
Oh.
Yeah. Cheers.
This is more than a double.
This is great. Let's do it.
I do like that more than a dip, though. That is for sure.
Yeah, I'm more of a drinker. Ooh, that was great. Even a second time around. Nothing like Mountain Gay. So everybody,
my face all rosy.
to close,
Yes.
let us put in the comments if you guys have some fun experiences with that, your first times or whatever. You know,
or any
we'd like to hear
fucking
it.
shark attacks or anything. If you got any cool scars, or if you want me to guess what kind of fucked up shit has happened to your body.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Let us know if you bought a kid on Craigslist. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We're the Proper Goons.
Peace
I'm
out.
Daniel. This is Nathan.
Till next time, goons.
We're out.